Okay, if you're a busy adult, you know this feeling, right? You start a new fitness plan, you're all in, you're full of energy, and then a few weeks later, poof, it's over. It is so frustrating. But what if I told you the reason you keep stopping has literally nothing to do with your willpower?
I mean, you tell yourself, okay, this is the time. This is the time I'm really going to stick with it. But life always seems to have other plans, doesn't it? It just finds a way to completely derail you. And every single time that happens, it feels like a personal failure.
Well, let's get one thing straight right off the bat. The reason this whole cycle keeps happening, it is not because you're weak. It's not because you're lazy. It's because we've all been fed the completely wrong idea about what consistency even means. And that right there, that brings us to the real heart of the issue. This myth of discipline. You know the one. We're told over and over that if we just had more discipline, we'd magically succeed. But that is just not the right way to think about this at all. So here's the twist. The real bad guy in this story isn't your motivation or lack thereof. Nope, it's the crazy standard we set for ourselves. The problem is this totally unrealistic expectation that we have to be perfect with our plan every single day. So let's put a name to this enemy, shall we? We'll call it perfect consistency. And what is that? It's this flawed idea that you can never miss a workout, never have an off day, never stray from the plan. It's a mindset that is literally designed to make you feel like a failure the second one tiny thing goes sideways. Okay, so if discipline isn't the real problem, then what is? Well, the answer isn't going to be found by beating ourselves up. Not at all. It's found by taking a good hard look at what our actual lives are like. I mean, take a look at this. Does any of this sound familiar? Unpredictable work, family stuff, just being completely mentally wiped out, unexpected problems popping up out of nowhere. Life isn't some neat little spreadsheet, you know? This isn't you failing. This is just reality. These aren't excuses. They are real, legitimate hurdles. And this slide? This nails it. This is the huge disconnect. We create our fitness plans for this idealized, stable, predictable life, but we're trying to live them out in a life that's chaotic and unpredictable. It's kind of like trying to hike a mountain trail using a map for a smooth, flat highway. See the problem? The map is wrong, not the hiker. That's the big mistake right there. That's the fundamental error. We're trying to force this super rigid system onto a life that is messy and fluid and always changing. That strategy, it's just doomed from the start. All right, so if the old way is totally broken, what do? What's the solution? Well, it's time to embrace a brand new way of thinking about consistency, one that's actually realistic, a lot more compassionate, and honestly, way more effective. And here it is. This is the game changer. Let's call it adult consistency. And it has nothing to do with being perfect. It's all about persistence. It means you fully accept that some days are gonna suck. Some workouts are gonna be terrible. But the absolute key, is that you don't stop. You just adjust. Look at this comparison. It's the whole mental shift in a nutshell. The old way of thinking is all or nothing. It's that voice that says, I can't do my full 60-minute workout, so forget it, I'm doing nothing. The new mindset, it's something is better than nothing. It's saying, okay, I can't do the whole thing, but you know what? I can do 10 minutes of stretching. Big difference. This phrase right here, it's adjusting, not abandoning. That needs to be your new mantra. I'm serious, like write it on a sticky note. The next time you feel like you're falling short, just repeat that to yourself. The goal is not to be a superhero every single day. It's just to not quit. Okay, so we've got the new mindset, awesome, but how do we actually do it? How do we put this into practice day to day? Well, the action plan is super simple, and it's designed to take all that guilt and drama out of the equation. It's just a simple 3-step playbook you can use every single day. Step 1, assess. Just honestly check in with yourself. How am I really feeling today? Step 2, adjust. Okay, based on that feeling, what is actually possible for me right now? Not tomorrow, not yesterday, right now. And finally, step 3, act. Go do that possible thing. And that's it. No guilt allowed. And adjusting doesn't have to be some big, complicated thing. It can be as simple as a 10-minute walk instead of that 45-minute run you had planned. Maybe it's just doing a few stretches instead of a full-blown workout. It's all about grabbing that small win instead of accepting a total loss, because every one of these little actions keeps that habit-building muscle working. And really, that's the whole point, isn't it? The ultimate goal is just to keep the habit alive, especially on those tough days. By doing something, anything,
You're telling yourself, I'm a person who stays active. You stop a 0 day from snowballing into a 0 week or a 0 month. You're just keeping the engine running, even if you can't hit the gas. Let's land the plane with this really powerful thought. Motivation. It's just a feeling, right? It's fickle. It comes, it goes. But responsibility? That's a choice. It's about looking at your day, your energy, your reality, and making a mature, responsible choice about what you can actually do.
So I'm going to leave you with this one question to think about. Forget about the perfect plan you wrote down. Forget about what you think you should be doing. Just based on how you feel in this very moment, what's possible for you today?